Commission regular meeting to order at 5:30 p.m. on Monday, September the 11th, 2023. Members present are David, Brett, Jennifer, and Susie. It's time to move on to the Pledge of Allegiance and a prayer by Mr. Hunter McCleary. Parker, I'm sorry, Parker.
You're good.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for another day you've blessed us with. I pray for all those mourning loved lost ones from the 9/11 attacks 22 years ago. And I pray that you heal our nation now, Lord. Thank you for the community and the school board that we're blessed with here in Stigler, Lord. And I pray for all the sick and brokenhearted. Please forgive me for all my many sins, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you
you.
so
See y'all
much.
later.
Thank you, Dee.
Okay, it's time to move on to the approval of the minutes from the August 14th, 2023 meeting. Any changes or additions?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
Motion made by David, seconded by Jennifer to approve the minutes from the August 14th, 2023 meeting. David?
Yes.
Jennifer? Yes. Brett?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. This time we move on to the approval of encumbrances and change orders.
Okay, if you will look at your handouts, starting with 148, that's a cafeteria for our new system for names and for the counts. 149 it's E-rate, but it's for network switches and installation of those and battery backups. 150 through 153 are cafeteria, professional day meals and stuff, and we do that out of general funds. We don't charge our teachers, we have to pay for a little bit out of general funds, so we do that for like professional day meals and things like that. 154 CPR class, that's for our bus drivers and our special ed personnel. They have to have CPR, but that's what that's for. 156 through 158 are all out of the 412 money for ag. Some of the bigger ones here. Most of these aren't very much. Most are classroom supplies, like Tracy Hers, 412 money. That's her incentive money that comes through Career Tech. National affiliation, $900. That's for Family Consumer Sciences. The big one, 173, that was for our school resource officer. 174 through 178 are reimbursements for those who went to the OSSBA conference. 179 is for a washer dryer. There's 2 washers and 1 dryer, and that is out of our transition program and it's for students with the most significant cognitive disabilities. But starting this year, for an alternative diploma, they can stay until they're 22, which we have to provide transition services for them. And part of that is just regular learning how to, survive in regular society, living on your own, and that's just washer, dryer, kind of supplies you can do for that. So that's what that is. 181 is for glass replacement. We broke out a window with a mower. Square Deal Music, that was for speakers at the softball field, paid for out of athletics. 186, those are work keys testing for paraprofessionals. There are several ways you can become a paraprofessional: 48 hours, work keys certification, bachelor's degree, parapro test. We do the work keys test, but it's easy. We can run up to KTC and they can do it. But that's what that is for. 187 is out of 412 Family Consumer Sciences. That's for their trip to the Capitol, for their leadership trip. 189 through 191 are after school 21st century supplies. Another big one, 194, that's an additional PO because our blanket's already been used up. That's Webster's Heat and Air for all the, got a lot of air conditioner problems this year. So we've had to have him out here quite a bit. Air conditioner and freezer problems at the middle school cafeteria. 195 through 200. Those are $10 a piece, but they have to be Tier 1 certified through the State Department, and that is their reimbursement for their Tier 1 certification. 202, that's for bus supplies. 203 was a payment for Brenda Dill. She had to have x-rays. She had something fell on her foot. She had to have x-rays for that. And go on to the next page. 204, that is notary for Stephen Davis. And then 205 comes out of the ag, and that's for their oxyacetylene and their welding gases. Next one are 70022 through 70140 are all payroll encumbrances. That's our regular 10-month employees. And 70141, that is through 70197 is our support retention recruitment stipend. And remember, that's the 7% of their base pay for our support personnel. And that'll be paid this month. Next one is 80079 through 80119. And those are our after-school 21st century personnel. So those are everybody that will be working in the after-school program. Our next one is 70016, and that is a change order for Eric Stout. He went from a 10-month to a 12-month, so we had to encumber his flex benefits this month, so that's that change order for him. And that is all for general fund. Next, we have building fund. If I'm going too fast, you guys just tell me stop. 10, 11, and 12 are our Webster's Heat and Air, and those are out of building fund for grade school classroom AC unit. This AC unit there, our split unit, and the grade school portable split unit. We put those in building fund. We're going to pay for those at ESSER 2. 13 through 16 are for the Robert Zachary for the awnings and the covers we approved last month. And 17 is concrete for the wheelchair ramp at grade school. That is building fund. Our next one, child nutrition. PO 21 is reimbursement to Joe Farley for, we bought salad bar pans, a faucet spout, food thermometers, weather seal for the walk-ins, things like that, and some food supplies as well. 22 is we had another refrigerator go out, and we just got one, we were able to get one to replace that at Joey's General Store. And that is all POs for that. Child nutrition, and we have the other child nutrition is the payroll encumbrances for the child nutrition. That's 90002 through 9014. That's all child nutrition. One more, 9001 is Joe Farley. He's also, we went to a 12 months. We had to add his insurance. And that is the encumbrances.
I'll make a motion, we approve the encumbrances as presented. I'll second.
Motion made by Brett, seconded by David to accept the approve the encumbrances and change orders. Brett?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. This time move on to other financial reports.
Okay, first one is our bills. I won't talk very long. But if you look, like we talked about with the raise, we're going to be up every month. Right here, there'll be an increase every month. This month it's $31,000, but really we need to look at it as our regular to our regular, which last year was $671, $494. This year it's $707. That's about $36,000 more. That's going to be pretty consistent. Next month we'll get a better picture because we have to add our flex benefit in for our new employees as well. So it's going to go up next year, or next month, I mean, be a little bit more. But it's what we expected with the raise. We expected about 525. I think it'll be what we'll show because we did absorb some people. It'll be a little less than that, but that's kind of where we're at. Bills this month. I wish I could say yes, we saved $80,000. we saved a little bit. We didn't have to buy last year. We bought a curtain for the high school at $17,000, but there's also some encumbrances, and we will pay. We're still gonna have to pay, and we just haven't paid them yet. And that's our software programs. And last year we paid them this month. So that's not, I wish we'd say that's just gonna be something, but it's not. We're gonna end up paying it. So next month, if we're a lot higher, you'll know why. All right? I'm sorry, I didn't remember. Okay, if you can see down here, did everybody see that?
She did it.
Down here, our general fund, our current balance, $2,368,000. So we're doing pretty well there. I want to remember too that the $500,000 that we did, it went for 5.15% to Farmer State Bank. So I was looking at last year at this time, it was, we did it for 1.35%. That's quite a big jump. So that's 5.15, so that's great. Building fund, we're at 1.73, and this time of year, you know, we've got 80,000 in warrants, and so that's nothing coming in up here. So that's every year. That's how that's going to be. So we expect that to come up a little bit.
And those dollar values don't reflect any grant funds yet, right?
Correct. You're talking about child nutrition?
Well, all of them.
No, there's all our grant funds are reimbursable.
I mean, like the ESSER, the COVID stuff.
Right.
Okay.
It's not in there.
Okay.
That's general
They won't
fund.
go in there until you actually.
We'll pay it, and it'll show like we pay. Like most of the ESSER we have in building fund, but some for learning loss we do have in there, but it'll be reimbursed. We have like at ESSER 3, we have 240-something thousand we spend this year for learning loss, and that'll be in general fund. And that is other financial reports. Any questions?
Okay, at this time we'll move on to public comment. The Board of Education invites public comment at this point in the regular meeting. A, comments concerning agenda items in accordance with policy BED-R. No one present for that. Information items, superintendent reports.
Okay, we are already in week 5 of the school year. It's going fast. We have a whole lot of activities are going on. Football had a good start. We're 2-0. We had a bye week last week. They have a home game with Stillwell Friday night. Junior high has already played 2 games, and they play at Salsa tomorrow night. Softball has already played 20 games, and they're playing well, 13-7 record. They're playing at Salsa tonight. They have the big district game, Broken Bow, tomorrow night. Has a lot of ramifications for the playoffs, so that's a big one. Junior high softball is playing well. They play tonight at home versus Salsa. High school academic team, several competitions. They will go to Tallahena tomorrow night. Tonight at 6 o'clock, just about to start, the Haskell County Livestock Show. Premium sales tomorrow night. We have several students from Stigler competing, so I hope they do well this evening. And I know I'm going to try to get up there as soon as this is over. That's the one good thing about the 5:30. You can still get to some stuff. Tomorrow night we go to junior high football, so we're going to miss the sale, but lots going on. Big one, cheer team goes to Chickasha this Saturday for regionals, and they will perform at 3:30 in the small co-ed Division B. So excited for them, ready to go to Chickasha this weekend, cheer them on. Something a little different, we get to cheer them on. Depending on how they do well, if they do well there, I think they will. State competition will be the next Saturday, and I don't know the location for that yet. One big thing I found this weekend is on October 7th, we have several fine art activities at the high school, so we're going to promote this, that they can Fine Arts Day at Stigler High School. So on Saturday, found out this Saturday, Stigler speech team is hosting the one-act play regional. So we're excited about that, have a home field advantage, we hope. And the Stigler Band is hosting their second invitational marching competition. So our facilities are going to be packed up there with all the teams and all the parents. And so we are really excited, and I know it's almost a month away, but it's before the next board meeting, so we are excited. So lots going on. Like I said, already in the 5th week, so progress reports go out already, and lots happening. So that's the superintendent's.
Okay. It's time we move on to action topics. Action topic A, consideration of textbook committee for the 23-24 school year.
Okay, if you look at it's a little different than last year. This committee is responsible for representing the district as we go through the textbook adoption process. The committee is going to change each year on this because it's subject area specific. So this year it's mathematics. So if you look, Most of the teachers in there, or all the teachers in there, are math teachers. And they will attend the textbook caravan, review the books, and make sure they cover the standards we need. So I would ask that you approve this textbook committee.
I make a motion we approve the textbook committee for the 2023-24 school year.
I'll second. Motion made by David, seconded by Jennifer to approve the textbook committee for the 23-24 school year as listed. David?
Yes.
Jennifer? Yes. Brett?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Action topic B, consideration of the district gifted talented advisory committee for the 23-24 school year.
You know, this committee is similar to last year's committee. We have to approve this committee each year. After we approve it, they have to have a meeting before the end of September. This committee, they review the current gifted and talented plan, make any changes or improvements necessary. But this is pretty similar to last year, and I just ask you to approve this.
I'll make a motion that we approve the gifted and talented committee for the 23-24 school year.
Second.
Motion made by Jennifer, seconded by Brett to approve the district gifted talented advisory committee for the 23-24 school year as listed. Jennifer?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Action topic C, consideration of the estimate of needs for the 23-24 school year.
Okay, each year as part of our process of creating our budget, we have to, in conjunction with our auditor, we create an estimate of needs. This is an itemized estimate of proposed expenditures and anticipated revenues that we use to build our actual budget. This establishes the maximum amount that the board can approve for the budget. So if you will look at your page in your handout, I'll kind of go through some of those. We're going to look at the general fund, building fund, and child nutrition fund. I hope everybody can see those. They're pretty small. But if you'll look at the top, it says general fund detail, and on that column it says the cash fund balance deficit, which ours is a balance, not a deficit, June 30th was $2,475,268.91. That's the first thing we start with. That's just our carryover. The next thing is we look at, if you look over to the left, it says general fund, and at the bottom of that first kind of section it says balance to raise from ad valorem tax, and that is what we will get from our ad valorem. And they can only appropriate or put in 90%. That's the state law. You can only do 90% because you're going to have some delinquency. You're going to have some of that stuff. But that is $1,341,046.28. And the next thing is the estimated miscellaneous revenue. And at the very bottom of the page, you'll see that's $10,685,747.43. So if you take your estimated miscellaneous revenue total, your balance from the ad valorem, which you're going to get from ad valorem, and our carryover, you'll get where it says under general fund toward the top, current expense $14,502,062.62. That's our maximum amount we can spend. Now, if we spent that, I won't have a job. So that's the maximum amount we expect to have for revenue. And I kind of wanted to go through a little bit of that estimated miscellaneous revenue because it's pretty confusing. It's confusing to me at least, because it doesn't really explain what it is. So the first one that we have numbers is just your county formula. That's pretty self-explanatory. Next one's your mortgage tax. That's what it is. The next one, gross production tax, motor vehicle collections, your rural electric co-op tax, state school land earnings, and all those are pretty similar, within several $1,000s of last year. Motor vehicle was down $57,000 from last year. I mean, I'm really not sure why that was down or expected to be down, but it's just an estimate. They're estimating it's going to be down. I'm not sure if maybe last year it wasn't. They didn't take in as much. I'm not sure. But when you get to 3,200 state aid, you're looking at $7,054,060. That's actually $997,000. I mean, yeah, more than last year. So we have a lot more in state aid, and that was through that raise, and for the raise and just the other money they put into the formula. So that's a really great thing for us. You know, we're talking about our declining enrollment, and this is a way we can kind of maintain. But by the way, we're up as of today 38 students from last year. So awesome. Knock on wood, but that's great.
Yeah.
Really good news. Really excited about that. But the state aid, then it says that 3,300, this is where to me it gets confusing. It says competitive grants, well, that's our alt ed allocation. But it's really not competitive grant. You get that for how many kids you have in alt ed, you get an amount. So I don't know why it's in competitive grants. You know, that 3,200 or 3,300, that's your kind of your big code that encompasses a lot of things. So it's kind of confusing what that's actually for, but that's our alt ed. 3,400, which says state categorical. That's our textbooks, and our textbooks are about the same as last year, which is about 77,000. But the big jump in there, that's where our SRO grant went to, and that's our 92,000. So that's why that's up to 169,000. The next one, it says other state sources of revenue. That's our ACE technology allocation. And then you go down one more. The state vocational program, that's what we get from Career Tech for our ag, fax, and STEM programs. The 4,000 series, 4,100 through 4,800 are all federal funds. And for example, 4,100, it says capital outlay, that's actually our Indian education, or Title VI fund. 4,200 disadvantaged students, that's Title I and Title II. 4,300, that's one that it is our Idea B fund, that's for our special ed students. 4,400 minority, that's actually our 21st century funding and our Title IV and Title V. 4,500 operation, that's Johnson O'Malley and our Medicaid reimbursement. 4,600 includes any ESSER money we put in the general fund, that's for our learning loss, things like that we put in the general fund, and it also includes our voc rehab and our Choctaw summer school. So all that is all encompassed in there. 4,800 is our Carl Perkins. That's our total estimated revenue from miscellaneous revenue. So it really doesn't explain, especially on those bottom ones, exactly what that is.
What's a little confusing to me is the total estimated revenue is 10.6 million, but then it says current expense is 14.5. So, I mean, but 14.5 is what we actually estimate to raise, right? And
that includes our ad valorem. That 10 is just our other revenue.
But it's still revenue, and that's what gets me confused.
But then you got to add in your revenue, right? But they've got expenses because we have to basically budget every dollar whether or not we plan to spend it or not. But yeah, it is.
Okay.
And then our next one is our building fund. This is the same thing. Our cash fund balance or our carryover was $1,755,000. And then it has our estimated miscellaneous revenue, and that is what we have from ESSER 2 and 3 in there, and our ad valorem. I think it's 5.13 mils we get for a building fund ad valorem. But with that in the ESSER funds, it adds up to $3 million plus our carryover. We're going to be at $4,952,000. We have, I mean, it's there, but we're obviously not going to spend all of it. Next one, child nutrition fund, and it's pretty self-explanatory there. We carried over $267,000. Last year we brought in about $555,000, and so that's what they're expecting this year. So it's pretty straightforward. Are there any questions about our estimate of needs? We use this for next month. We'll approve the actual budget. This just gives us our estimate needs, go to the excise board. They have to look through it, approve it. And then we do our budget.
Make a motion, we approve the estimated needs for the 23-24 school year.
I'll second.
Motion made by Brett, seconded by Jennifer to approve the estimate of needs for the 23-24 school year. Brett?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Action topic D, consideration of approval of the ACT as the intended choice as the locally selected nationally recognized CCRA state assessment in place of this SAT.
We have to prove this every year, so we can use the ACT for our CCRA, which is our college and career readiness assessment. But ACT instead of the SAT, and everyone around here is basically ACT is the one we use. So we approve that one.
Make a motion that we approve the ACT as the intended choice of the locally selected nationally recognized CCRA state assessment in place of the SAT.
Motion made by Jennifer, seconded by David to approve the ACT as the intended choice as the locally selected nationally recognized CCRA state assessment in place of this SAT. Jennifer?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Action topic E, examination of capacity and consideration of revision of the following school policy, student transfers -FE.
You remember, we have to do this every quarter, every 3 months we have to do this. Basically, it's just a review of our current policy regarding student transfers and our current capacity levels. I don't think we need to make any changes at this time. So all our numbers will stay the same on that second page, our capacities. So I just ask that we approve this examination.
I make a motion that we approve the student transfers policy.
Second.
Motion made by Jennifer, seconded by Brett, to approve the capacity and consideration, revision of the following school policy, student transfers, FE. Jennifer?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Action topic F, consideration of approval of FFA attending the cattle grading contest in Coffeyville, Kansas on September 22nd, 2023. Students will be transported by school bus.
Okay, this is for the FFA cattle grading team to cross state lines, attend the contest in Coffeyville. We attended this contest in the previous years, and I ask that we approve letting them go to Coffeyville.
I make a motion we approve the FFA attending the cattle grading contest in Coffeyville, Kansas on September 22nd, 2023, and for the students to be transported by a school bus.
Second.
Motion made by David, seconded by Brett, to approve the FFA attending the cattle grading contest in Coffeyville, Kansas on September 22nd, 2023. Students will be transported by school bus. David?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Action topic G, consideration of golf fundraiser for the 23-24 school year.
This is a fundraiser for the boys and girls golf team to help purchase some new equipment. Drive-a-thons, it's similar to like a hit-a-thon. I don't know if you heard of that, like in baseball or softball. Students will get donations kind of based on how far they hit the ball. It could be like per yard, and maybe better watch it. If you go per yard and get $1 and somebody drives it 300 yards. So
Don't want to mess up on our
don't want to
math
mess
on
up
that.
on that, but that's what that's for. We ask that you approve that fundraiser.
Make a motion we approve the golf fundraiser for the 23-24 school year.
A second.
Motion made by Brett, seconded by Jennifer, to approve the golf fundraiser for the 23-24 school year. Brett?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Action topic H, consideration of grade school, schoolstore.com online fundraiser for the 23-24 school year.
Okay, this is a online fundraiser through schoolstore.com. Basically, there'll be a code for like Stigler parents or whatever can use. They put in the code, and a portion of their sale at different stores will go to the grade school. Of course, the big one's Walmart. So like you bought something at Walmart and you had this code, a portion of that would go to the grade school. It doesn't add anything to the cost or anything. It's just
A lot of schools doing that.
yeah.
Sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I mean,
It does.
it's one easy one there. You just put in a code and they send you. Obviously, it's not a huge percentage, but every little bit counts.
Yeah.
So, you know, the students don't have to sell anything. They just send out the information.
I make a motion we approve the grade school store, schoolstore.com online fundraiser for the 2023-24 school year.
A second.
Motion made by David, seconded by Jennifer, to approve the grade school, schoolstore.com online fundraiser for the 2023-24 school year. David?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Action topic I, consideration of approval of proposal for grade school intercom system upgrade.
Okay, this is for a new grade school intercom system to be compatible with the other sites and update their existing system. Last year, we installed this same system at the high school and the middle school. And I think it's an essential component for our safety drills and our crisis communication system at the elementary. They can immediately contact the other sites. Right now, if we do a drill, we've got to somebody's got to be there to push the button in with two, and then do it again if it's like separate the drills. So this will be a lot better system. It'll be automatic, and I think it's something we really need at the grade school.
You know, I think I've asked this before, I can't remember what the answer was. Do these like have a panic button too, where it notifies the police?
Well, we have a rave panic button.
Okay, so that's separate.
That's separate. That's different than this. But we
Okay.
do have the rave, and actually, you know, we have our professional day, the 22nd, and we're going to test it. We've really never had a full test where somebody actually hits the button. But we're going to hit all the buttons.
How many people know about the test?
Well, we're gonna make sure the fire, police, they're all gonna be here, but we're gonna do it without the kids around. It'll be on a professional day. So if you do see on a professional day, that's what it'll be. It'll be that we're testing that rave button. Because really everybody says, well, I think this is gonna happen and it's gonna notify, but we really don't know until we hit the button.
So this is relatively new too then, right?
We had this last year, but we never actually tried it. Well, we could do it, and we're all set up to do it, and it should work, but we've never actually hit the button and see what happens. We're hit the button.
Just out of curiosity, I mean, I assume they're hidden and only a few people know, or are there multiple throughout the building?
No, every teacher has a phone that has a button on it.
Oh, it's tied to the cell phone, okay.
Yeah, it's on your cell phone.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So everybody has a cell phone, you just hit.
An emergency.
There's a fire button, there's a,
Like,
police. Basically, it ends up calling 911, but it automatically notifies, and we have a, I don't know the tech term for it, but basically you're having like shows where you're at. Like you're at the middle school, the high school, it's that tech boundary.
Locator, like a locator.
Something like that. So when you hit the button, it's gonna show where you're at, so the police are gonna be able to see where you are.
Good, that sounds
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
that
I
sounds
think it's
like
a good
thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing, and that's one of those things that all the schools have to have, something like this, but, you know, I think we need to try it out.
Yeah.
The upgrade's what, $1,375, is that what it is? Or is it?
For it's 31,000 for the,
Oh, 31,000.
And the
Oh, okay.
intercom?
It's so
Intercom
little on
system.
here. Oh, okay, 31,375.
yes, so we'll pay for that, and
Then-
we were gonna do it a little later in the year, but I wanna make sure, you know, I know it's not going to, but if like our canopies and stuff was a little cheaper than we thought, we have to have something encumbered. So we're gonna pay for this out of our,
And we've already done this at the middle school and high school, right?
yeah, we did it, yeah, they already have them, we didn't do it, we didn't know, you know, but we need to upgrade there. But like I said, if this could come out extra too, it just depends, we wanna have it encumbered before September 30th, so, you know, I don't think it will, I mean, the cost of everything, but we wanna be prepared, if not, will come out of the, school security grant.
So make a motion to approve the grade school intercom system upgrade.
I'll second.
Motion made by Brett, seconded by Jennifer to approve the grade school intercom system upgrade. Brett?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Action topic J, consideration of contracting architectural services.
Okay, in the last several months, we've talked with several architectural firms, and we've settled on recommending Tri-Arc Architecture. It's located in Tulsa, design the new, or the elementary school classroom addition project. Scott Vrooman is the firm's owner. He's come down several times in the past few weeks to review the campus and get input from staff regarding what needs to be included in the design. He is currently working with Alva, Caney Valley, Frontier, Holbert, Cimarron, Beaver, and Salina Public Schools on various projects. Our budget for this project is going to be about $3 million. $2.68 million will come from ESSER 3, and the remaining funds will come from our building fund. We have obviously discussed the timeline with him required for this project. He's sure we can have it, you know, the fund, the ESSER 3 part of the fund spent by the deadline. Our preliminary plan for the classroom addition include 8 to 10 classroom, restrooms, and administrative offices.
And this is at the middle school?
Elementary school.
Elementary, okay, that's what I was, okay.
Elementary.
Yeah, okay.
How come they're looking for me?
Yeah, that's what, I was like, you say middle school? Okay.
Elementary, I might have said.
And how much is this? I'm trying to get through these, it's kind of small, hard to read, but this, architectural service, how much are we approving here, I guess?
6.5%.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's a little higher than, like, say, Michael Riley, but I think it's a new perspective. I think somebody from, someone with different ideas, and I think I think it's gonna be a good thing.
We met with him on Thursday. He went over the preliminary drawings and all
Okay.
that, David and Ms. Gorman and Michelle Moore. We met with them.
He does a lot of work with schools and tribes and churches, and I think it's gonna be a good thing. Something we could, you know, get started with and kind of get what we really need right now. And, you know, with our deadline, we have to get going right now.
Right.
Yeah. So I would recommend that we contract with him for our architectural services for this project.
That's Tri-Arc?
Tri-Arc, yeah.
So I'll make a motion, we contract contract with Triarch for architectural services.
Second. One of us got it, said
Did you second it?
Yeah.
Did you, Jay?
We both did.
Okay, David. Motion made by Brett, seconded by David to contract with Triarch Architectural Services for the grade school renovations and
Classroom edition.
classroom additions. Brett?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. This time we move on to executive session. I proposed executive session to discuss and act upon the following business pursuant to 25 Oklahoma Statute 307B1 of the Open Meeting Act. Number one, discussion to employ personnel for the 21st century after-school program for the 23-24 school year. Number two, discussion to approve Heather Gorman, Comiskey Tech Health Career Education Instructor as a certified adjunct instructor for anatomy and physiology course, allowing students taking anatomy and physiology course in their health career education programs to be awarded academic science credit during the 23-24 school year. Number three, discussion of employment of Cindy Keith as a short-term fourth grade teacher for the 23-24 school year. Number four, discussion of employment of a part-time kindergarten paraprofessional interventionalist to be paid from the ESSER 3 Learning Loss Funds on a timesheet basis for the 23-24 school year.
I make a motion, we convene to executive session.
Second.
Motion made by David, seconded by Brett, to convene an executive session at 6:06 p.m. David?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
And Susie, yes.
I noticed you moved, are you getting cold?
Actually, it was a little cold, but no, I was moved so I could see the TV. That's why.
Are you ready? Okay.
Make a
I
motion
make a
come
motion that we
out.
return to open session.
Second.
Motion made by Jennifer, seconded by Brett at 6:33 p.m. to return the board to open session. Jennifer?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Members present during executive session were David Huggins, Brett Orm, Jennifer Turner, Susan White, Superintendent Tom Kettles was also present. No motions nor votes were taken.
Yes. Oh, what am I? Oh, you waited.
So we need to start with that 21st century after
Okay.
school program, right?
Mhm.
I make a motion that we employ the personnel as listed for the 21st century after-school program for the 2023-24 school year.
Second.
Motion made by Jennifer, seconded by Brett to approve the personnel employees for the 21st century after-school program for the 23-24 school year. Jennifer?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And Susie, yes.
I make a motion that we approve Heather Gorman, Comiskey Tech Health Career Education Instructor as a certified adjunct instructor for anatomy and physiology 5333 course, allowing the students taking anatomy and physiology 5333 course in their health career education programs to be awarded academic science credit for the 2023-24 school year.
Second.
Motion made by Jennifer, seconded by Brett, to approve Heather Gorman, Comiskey Tech Health Career Education Instructor as a certified adjunct instructor for the anatomy and physiology course, allowing students taking anatomy and physiology course in their health career education programs to be awarded academic science credit during the 23-24 school year. Jennifer?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And Susie, yes.
I make a motion that we employ Cindy Keith as a short-term fourth grade teacher for the 2023-24 school year.
Second.
Motion made by Jennifer, seconded by Brett to employ Cindy Keith as a short-term fourth grade teacher for the 23-24 school year. Jennifer?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And Susie, yes.
I make a motion that we employ Susan Holbrook, part-time kindergarten paraprofessional interventionist, is that how you say that? To be paid from ESSER 3 Learning Loss Funds on a timesheet basis for the 2023-2024 school year.
Second.
Motion made by David, seconded by Brett to employ part-time kindergarten paraprofessional interventionalist Susan Holbrook to be paid from the ESSER 3 Learning Loss Funds on a timesheet basis for the 23-24 school year. David?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Any new business?
No new business.
Okay.
I make a motion we adjourn.
A second.
Motion made by David, seconded by Jennifer at 6:37 PM to adjourn. David?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Next regular meeting, October 9th, 2023.